Islamic calligraphy for me is about the pursuit of an impossible perfection. My name is Josh Bear, and I'm a calligrapher based in Washington, D.C. I've been learning calligraphy for about 10 years now, 8 of which have been with my teacher, Mohammed Zakaria. When I was in high school, it was 2002, and we were in a build-up to a war in Iraq. I decided then that I didn't really trust all of the sources on the news that were telling me what Arab people thought and what Iraqi people were saying. Instead, I wanted to hear from the source in their own language, and I wanted to understand it. So I decided when I was in high school that when I got to university, I would study Arabic. And when I got there, on the first day, the teacher put up a video of someone writing the alphabet in Arabic calligraphy. And I thought to myself, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I want to learn how to do that. I came to calligraphy from a couple of different directions. I was a graffiti artist when I was in high school, and for me, graffiti was all about the harmony and the flow and the balance all come together to create something, a piece that is kind of greater than the sum of its parts. And when I encountered calligraphy, I realized that it was all the same concepts at play. When you're creating a piece of calligraphy, you're going for something with harmony and with balance and with a flow of letters. There's hand motions that calligraphers have to practice hundreds and hundreds, thousands of times until the hand styles become as natural as breathing. The other background that brought me to calligraphy is my family's background. My mother is a professor of Islamic art, my father is a bookbinder and an illuminator, and so when I got to study Islamic calligraphy, all of those things were very natural and felt very at home for me. When you're creating a piece of calligraphy, you should have an idea in your mind, a kind of aesthetic or a color palette, a general theme that's going to run through not just this piece, but your work in general. It should be recognizable as your own. And to do that, you have to be able to customize everything. So you have to be able to fine-tune the paints that you're using to create your illuminations. You have to be able to fine-tune the colors of the paper that you're writing your calligraphy on, so it kind of maintains a cohesive look throughout the entire piece. I believe that in order to do that, you must not just be a master of one thing, you must be a master of many, many things. Once your teacher feels that you have attained a certain level of mastery, they'll give you what's called ijazah. Now obviously ijazah means permission in Arabic. In this case it means permission to teach in the way that you were taught. What the ijazah actually looks like is one bold line of sulus, then a couple of lines of nasikh, and another line of sulus, and that's it, that's done. Mine is 7 of those connected in a book. Usually it's just the one piece, but my teacher is, he wanted me to show him that not only could I do the calligraphy, but I was also asked to do the paper, the borders, the illuminations, the gold work, the binding, the leather embossing, the entire package has to be completed by me and no one else. One of the things that I love about the world of calligraphy and the calligraphers that call it home is that it doesn't matter what you look like, what language you speak, what country you're from, what color you are, any of that. The only thing that matters is, can you write that line? It's about this shared love of this art and a continuing drive to make your own art better and to, in so doing, enrich the entire community. One thing that I think about a lot when navigating the world of calligraphy is be in the world as though you are a stranger. كن في الدنيا كأنك غريب. And for me that means approach things with both humility and curiosity. Learn as much as you can about this new thing, but do it in such a way that you're not imposing your own idea on it. You're listening to the source and you're trying to walk in that path. And if you're writing text that we believe is holy or divine in origin, then we must seek to produce something that rivals in beauty that divinity and that holiness.